Hello and welcome to Learning and Growing with Stephen Adetolu. This is a podcast where I share my personal growth and leadership story. In essence, I just give you practical insight into how I have developed a growth mindset and how this has led me to discovering my purpose, maximizing my potential, such that I am in the process of becoming that person that God has created me to become. I'm a member of the John Leadership Certified Coach, Speaker, and Trainer. Today, I just want to speak about how you can change your perspective. Over time, I have come to discover that most times, the meaning that we ascribe to situations, challenges, problems, difficulties around us, even personalities and all of that around us, really determine, our response. And oftentimes you agree with me that the perspective, okay, you ascribe to some of these situations turn out not to be it. And when you have this kind of negative perspective, what really happens is that it shuts the brain. It limits, our thought process. It limits us from getting options as to how these situations can be overcome, how we can solve the problems, how we can move ahead. So, which is why today I just want to speak briefly on how we can change our perspective. One, over time, I've been able to change my perspective by allowing myself to develop what I call a growth mindset. A growth mindset enables you to have a broader view, where you become positive, where you always anticipate and expect positivity, no matter what you see. I just believe that all things are working together for my good, no matter how difficult a situation may seem. I always believe that it is better, it is for my good, and it is leading me to somewhere even better and greater than uh, where I am currently. So, it's just the growth mindset expands you. You begin to see things in a positive light. You just expect that the outcome of a thing or the reason why things happen to you at that particular point in time, irrespective of the magnitude, you just believe that it's for good. Okay, it is very, very important that you adapt this kind of mindset. Then you also try to expose yourself, expose your mind. I do that by getting friends who are well ahead of me, okay, especially friends who have achieved the kind of success that I desire to attain. I spend more time with them such that I hear from them. I kind of monitor their attitude, their habit towards situations, and this also impacts me, positively, such that when I'm in situation, I try to recall this people's attitude, okay, and it becomes my my new way of thinking, no matter uh what I encounter, whether positive or negative. I just believe that it is for my good. Then another way that I develop a positive perspective is by exposing myself to books. I read a lot of personal help, self-help, personal help, personal development, personal growth books, and this has really, really helped me, because in the course of reading all of these, you discover that your mind is exposed, okay, and subconsciously you start developing a positive kind of attitude towards situations around you, such that when situation happens, what really you start seeing them in a positive light, instead of giving a situation a kind of a negative story. For instance, if my wife does something wrong, prior to now, I will just presume that she did it intentionally. She did it because she just wants to be who she is. But by developing a better perspective, I just feel, oh, probably she's just been angry, and she's just expressing her anger, and she has the right to do that. Sometimes your boss will do certain things, rather than giving it a negative connotation, you give it a positive perspective. Perhaps my boss loves me and he wants me to grow, that's why he is doing this. So when you adapt, a positive perspective to everything you do in life, you will see that your mind opens up, more options begin to open, and possibility begins to find its way, even in your life, and you aspire for greater things, greater heights, better things. Okay, so I think that will be all for today. I hope you have received value from today's lesson. Please, I want to encourage you to like the video by giving it the thumbs up somewhere beneath the video, such that YouTube will believe that will spread the video to more people who need to see it, so that together we can make the world a better place. Subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, so that you can see subsequent videos that I churn out. So thank you immensely, even as I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Be well. Cheers.